What's going on, nerds? Welcome back. My name is Sned. Guys, look at how close we are. We are 453.6 meters away from reaching our destination. I told you I was gonna make it, and we made it. Oh boy, I'm so excited to get here. I can't wait. So let's just get going right into this thing. It's looking like we're gonna be pretty lucky with our spawn here. Oh boy, this might be a good spot. Chickens! Okay, let's go ahead and open the map, and we'll mark out our territory here. Claim selected. Sweet. Okay. How far out do we have? Not very. Okay, it looks like right there. Cool. Ah! Whoa, you're quick. No, thank you. Anyways, we got some trees here, some willow and acacia. Lovely, lovely. Looks like we have a lot of caves around here, so that'll be nice. The rest of that is wilderness. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and start setting things up. Now, I thought a lot about what our next mode of transportation is going to be, and I think we're going to do some pneumaticraft. Now, this mod is super intense, and there's a lot to it, and oh boy, it's going to be a lot of learning, that's for dang sure. I did learn a lot about this mod right before my hiatus, and then I got surgery, so I'm sure I forget a lot. Hopefully I remember a little, but we'll see what happens. First things first, let's set up a waystone. We will call this the fourth stop. And done. Cool, there we go. Yeah, let's get going. I'll be right back when I have some things set up. Okay, so while we're here, and while we're digging through PNCR, there's going to be two main things that we want to build. One of them is going to be the chunk loader. We absolutely 100% hands down, without any shred of doubt, need the chunk loader. I will not be able to make it to the next stop, end/or the corner of the world, without having a chunk loader. So, that's what we're going to do. Probably next episode. I need to figure out how to do it first. But in the meantime, we could work on our new armor. So that is going to be the PNCR. Oh shoot, what is it? This stuff here, the pneumatic armor. Now this stuff is pretty cool. You're basically Iron Man. It has a bunch of upgrades, and we'll get to all of that. I don't know. It's gonna be sweet. We're pretty advanced in the stages of Minecraft right now, so we should, I believe, have enough to do everything that we need. We'll see how fast we advance through this. So starting off, we're gonna need to build a couple of things in order to craft a pressure chamber. Let's go ahead. I'll build this guy up, and we'll see where we stand. Alrighty, there we go. We got a pressure chamber. I put the valve up there, and then the interfaces on the sides. Cool. Let's keep going. We're kicking butt. I added an air compressor. I threw in some arcane charcoal, and it seems to be working. I made a security upgrade and some speed upgrades because I'm impatient. I don't know why we're getting these particle effects. The smokiness. What is this? Steam, maybe? I don't know what's happening. Everything should be good to go, though. So I just kind of want to test to make sure that it does work. So we should be able to, with this, grab some iron. I think this is the input. And it seems so. We should see it appear in here. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Cool. We're getting compressed iron now. So we could do it that way. Thankfully, we had some to start with. I'm still unsure. Like, I can't see anything. This is kind of annoying, and I'm probably doing something wrong, but I don't know what that something is. I don't know. Anybody got any ideas? Should it be doing that? Anyways, there's 5 compressed iron made in the pressure chamber. Sweet. One thing I think that would be super helpful to get is these Amidron tablets. It's basically a shop. Basically. Yeah, it's basically a shop. Let's call it a shop. But we need these plastic sheets, which we get from this heat frame cooling. We need a bucket of molten plastic put into a chest, I believe, surrounded by this cooling thing. And we get molten plastic from this thermo-pneumatic processing plant. Oh boy, try and say that 5 times fast. But that means that we need LPG. That might be what we work on. Anyways, here's our refinery. Or refinery controller, rather. And our outputs. So, it's my understanding that we put crude oil into here, and then it outputs crap into these. But let me look into this thing more, because it's a little bit more complicated than that. There's something about heating and cooling and stuff, and oh boy. Alright, so I think I have this right, maybe. Basically, I set up another air compressor, and I'm feeding it into this vortex tube. Now you'll notice that there is a red side and a blue side to this vortex tube. And red is heat, and blue is cold, I guess. Basically, what it's doing is it's heating this refinery so that, I don't know, so that it could refine. Also, I've added these thermal lagging plate things. They're pretty cool. They allow you to click through a block, but still keep it insulated, which is quite nice. We should be good. I think all we have to do is take this bucket of crude oil and put it in here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, and we're producing diesel and LPG. So to start producing, we need to keep the temperature of this above 100 degrees. And that's what this vortex tube does. Once it stops, it looks like production stops. Or at least refinement. I'm sure there's a better way to do this. I'm just not sure what it is. But we do have some LPG now, so that's cool. So if we take this basic fluid tank, I should be able to, yeah, pull out the LPG. Sweet. Right, before the heating frame thing, we need the thermo-pneumatic processing plant. Can I make one of these? Of course not. There we go. Try saying that 3 times fast. That 3 times fast. Haha, achievements can't fool me. Okay, so how does this guy work? Can we just set it here? If we set it up... Okay. It looks like it's getting pressure. That's good. That's good. We'll let that work away in the meantime. Okay, so we need LPG and coal. And it needs to be at 100 degrees. How am I gonna get this to 100 degrees? Let's try something like this. Alright, there we go. That should do it, I think. I hope. Oh, there we go. Now it's at 100. Okay, so if we take the LPG and throw it into there, along with some coal, that should make us... Yes, molten plastic. Freaking sweet. So now with this heat frame, oh boy, this is a process, isn't it? We could slap it onto there, and you'll see the temperature is dropping kind of slowly. I'm wondering if maybe we should point that one at it as well. I think yes is the answer. Either way, we should be able to take this, drop it in there, or not. Shoot, I don't know. Something like that. Something like that. And then something like... I am messing this all sorts of up. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Everybody calm down. Okay, so now that's heating up. Now it's heating up, I think. Oh boy. And this is cooling down and we could throw buckets in there? Yeah, okay, there we go. Look at that. 4 buckets worth gave us 7 plastic. Sweet. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Let's make this look a little bit more pretty. That'll be good enough. Why not? Now, it seems like the tanks from Mechanism don't work as well, but the fluid tank from Pneumaticraft should work just fine. That gives us 10 buckets of molten plastic. If we take all of that, yep, we can do that with this tank. Drop it into there. There we go, another 19. Okay, cool, look at us go, we're refining and stuff. Okay, so what do we do with our first plastic sheets? That is a phenomenal question. This really needs to stop. I would appreciate if it did. I'm thinking the first thing we do is this Amidron tablet. Boom, Amidron tablet. Okay, we're gonna need to charge this bad boy. I'm thinking we do that over here. And for that, we're gonna need this charging station. Actually, we already have 2 of them. Thank you, villages. And then I think we should be able to... That feels wrong. Oh, like this? Aha, there we go. So, sweet. We'll come back to that when it's at, like, I don't know, 5 bar. Okay, so we have the Amidron tablet here. Now, if you right-click this guy, you'll see that there's a bunch of different things, I guess, in here. A bunch of different trades. So, check it out. We could trade for certain things that we couldn't otherwise get easily. For example, with 1 emerald, we could buy some crude oil. Okay. The way we set this up is by shift right-clicking onto inputs and outputs. So now if I take some emeralds and throw them in there, I could come in and we could buy some crude oil, which is nice because when we're stuck here, I can't just go get some. But the most important things are going to be the PNCR things that we could buy. For example, the crude oil. Let's go ahead, and if we right-click, it allows us to buy some. Okay, so go ahead and place order, and now we watch the magic happen. So we took our emeralds, and this should come back full with 32 buckets of crude oil. There it is. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. We should also be able to take our 5 buckets of diesel here and transfer it over here. And then now if we go back to the Amidron tablet, we could sell 4 buckets for a single emerald. So, check it out. 5 turns into 1. And we should get an emerald. Eventually. There it is. We made an emerald. Cool. So, yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on that over the next couple of days. I also don't yet have an emerald farm, so we're going to need to do that as soon as we can. What is it? The Vindicators, I think, are what's going to give us that. So, yeah, we're going to have to capture a Vindicator sooner or later. Alrighty, guys. Let's see. Well, I've been working on this a bit. The refinery into plastic and yada yada. I've also been trying to keep up with the Amidron tablet. I do now have an emerald farm. I forgot that I had a bunch of quantum catchers filled with various mobs, and we had 2 Vindicators. So there's that sorted. That'll be super nice. It'll come in handy for sure. And then over here, I set up a little villager breeder farm thing. All of my emeralds have been going to this, honestly. Other than that, though, honestly, I think we're about ready to make the pneumatic armor, which is kind of cool. We kind of flew through this. We still have a lot to do in PNCR, so we're not leaving here just yet, but we're pretty close to done already, at least with the armor. You guys will also have to let me know if we should build a base here or not. I'm thinking maybe, but I don't honestly know how much more we're going to need. I'm also going to, in between sessions, look up, play with, figure out, I don't know, how to make a chunk loader out of the logistics drone. The drone controller, programmable controller, whatever the heck controller. I don't know. There's a lot that needs done, but We'll get there. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be all from me today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next episode.
Okay.